Here's something that I don't think people understand, and it's one of the biggest realizations you'll ever have. You ready? Here's one of the most useful reframings of your reality you'll ever have. You control other people when they're in the room with you. If they're in the same place with you, you control how they feel and how they act. Now, until you know that, you're a victim. Until you know that, you're a victim. You're a victim because you have no control over anything. The world is bad and people are bad and they're doing things to you and you're just a victim. But the moment you learn that you're the one in charge of how other people feel and how they act, that's the moment you're free. Now, the specific examples are if the police stop you, you can control that police officer. If there's somebody who's bad to you at work, you can control that person if they're in the room with you, right? You can't control them when they're somewhere else. And the way you do that is understanding that people are imitation machines. We imitate. We pick up what other people are feeling and doing, and then we just imitate it. So if you walk into a room and you're angry, rah, rah, I'm angry, I'm tense, I'm angry, what does it immediately do to all the other people in the room? Makes them tense, might even make them angry. Let's say you're laughing and you're in a great mood and you just come into the room with your great mood. What's it do to the other people? It puts them in a better mood. What do you do when a policeman walks up to you and you act a little bit aggressive? What do you do to the policeman? You make him aggressive. No, he didn't walk up to you aggressive. You made him aggressive. What happens if if a police officer stops you and you've got your hands on the top of the wheel showing that you respect the police officer's safety and your own, because that's what it means when you're showing your hands, so you're keeping people safe. And suppose you turned to that officer and said, "Good morning, officer. What can we do today to keep us both safe?" What happens? If the first thing you say to a policeman who walks up to you, no matter who you are or why he stopped you, "Good morning, officer. What can we do to keep us both safe today?" How's it going to go? Does that person ever get the shit beat out of them? No. I mean, maybe you could test it to just see. I don't even think you need to test it. If you want to not get the shit beat out of you by the police, how about controlling them? Now, if you think you can't do that, it's because you don't have the tools. And the tools are easy. The first part of the tool is to understand that you can do it. If you don't understand that, then nothing else matters. You'll just think you can't do it. Practice it. Practice it in a small way and watch it work. Just pick a situation and go in and see if you can change the mood in the room, which would, of course, change how people act. If you don't believe it, just test it in your own life. It's easy. Go to have any interaction with any person and just say to yourself, "I wonder if I could make this person's mood and therefore their actions change." And then just change yourself and watch them follow. It's really easy to do. Once you've done it enough times, you realize it's a real thing. And then realizing it is the first step to getting out of victimhood.